everyone. Sound check as usual. Anyone watching, please give me a sign. You hear me well? According to my mixture, looks like I actually think I'm getting better at it. All right, let's start. Hello everyone again. It's Ali here, and I'm a software engineer, and I decided to start the streams to build in public and show you something, and also learn by myself, which is what we've done during the last 10 episodes. Today is actually 11th stream, and we are starting the new season. Let me quickly walk you through our stream structure as usual. So the stream is basically structured like a series. We have seasons, which is a long-running projects or applications, and the episode is each individual stream like this one. And today we are starting season 2, episode 1. In season 1 we built an application called Stream Saga, which is deployed to production and even has the analytics. So it's like fully end-to-end ready app, which is fully open source as well. You can go ahead and use the code base however you want. I actually did not add any license here, but you can use this video as a reference and in case of any legal issues. But yeah, feel free to play around with it, run it, change it to anything you want. It was built for you guys, and feel free. And today on this, yeah, so basically this app allows to streamers like I am create topics where viewers, as you guys are, can join and create proposals for particular topics, like the ideas for season 2 over here, for example. And then anyone can vote on this proposal, and at the end the admin can close the topic and decide which proposals get approved, and then act accordingly on this information. We just built that. I, to be honest, did not fully like push the usage of it yet. I hope we're gonna do that during the streams more and more in the future. For me, this project was like a beginning into the streaming in general. I covered like not that complex topics there, and we played around with several tools and so on. And yeah, basically that's it. So let's go ahead and start our season 2 right away. So season 2, I decided to dedicate to prediction markets, especially Polymarket this time. And this topic interested me for a long time already. I've been using Polymarket for 2 years already as well, and it's a pretty cool tool to learn, to play with, and there is a lot of like interesting technologies about it and so on. So basically I'm not planning on gambling or gambling tutorials or whatever. I'm here mostly for technical approach and maybe trading approach. We will see where it will lead us. I decided to call this this season just Polymarket without anything else, because like I'm, to be honest, not sure what we are doing here. I want to go with the flow, and I will start with reading the documentation, maybe placing some bets manually by hand, just to check, just to feel it more properly, and then we will decide. Yes, eventually I would like to write a tool that will be posting orders automatically there, or like at least on my demand. This is what I was really missing. For example, I was using Polymarket to sometimes bet, but sometimes just arbitrage opportunities during the football matches, the soccer matches. And what I was really missing is the ability to control how your orders are placed and executed, because like you can use UI, but UI is for amateurs, as you know, and in trading you need to have like more granular control over and everything. And that's why I want to build my own tool. Like every time I was using the platform, I was actually like, you know, suffering. Like, why didn't I make a bot already for that, and so on and so on. So we're gonna do that. I will start with theory, as I said. Then we will get to coding as well. I think we will start like by implementing a simple just scripts that will be executing orders for us, and then sorry, we will start with simple scripts, and then we will probably get into some more sophisticated tooling, like I don't know, automatic trading bots and so on. um I will see, like, as if you share your trading strategy with everyone, then it won't be profitable anymore, because like trading strategy is basically the value of every trader most of the time. And that's why, like, I don't know whether we are gonna be like doing trading strategies here, or I'm gonna be doing that on my own. I don't know, like, we will see. Maybe we can do that, and we will see later what we can come up with at the end. Ideally, I would like to have some kind of execution engine, basically, that will be multi-purpose execution engine. You can like send bets directly manually, or you can set up strategies and so on and so on. We will see where it will lead us. And of course, everything I'm building is public and open sourced. So I'm gonna be sharing that immediately with you, on showing that on the screen as well. And yeah, well, basically that's it. I think there is no much about the strategy yet. Eventually, we will get to our to dos. We can create one actually right now. As you remember, we have this. I have this repo called Stream Framework. I just made it. Pinned on my GitHub, so you can open my GitHub, and you can see the Stream Framework here, and you can see the Stream Saga here. There is also a link for all the social networks that I'm managing for the purpose of the stream. And please consider subscribing, following, giving likes everywhere you can. I will really appreciate that. I really need that now. And yes, so in this stream framework repository, basically it's like an operation system for the streams, organizing seasons, episodes, and so on, and some reusable engineering frameworks for building the apps. And I'm gonna create now a new folder here, season 2 Polymarket. And as you remember from the previous season, we had the to-do list for the app here. And it was really useful because I was just keeping, like, don't have any like issue tracker or task tracker right now. Maybe we will come up with something in the future, or maybe we will incorporate that into our Stream Saga application. Will be cool, actually. So it's kind of like all in one place. It's like a streamer operation system. Well, this is like sounds actually like a cool idea for the future. Yeah. So basically, yeah, we need a to-do list now for our Polymarket season. And I'm just gonna be, appending all the things that come up to my mind in there uh, while we learn and implement and everything. So, all right. Let's talk more about the project itself. The Polymarket is basically prediction market. It's also you could call it a derivative. Um, Disclaimer here: I'm not like a professional trader. I've been in the sphere for a long time already, in this industry and in the industry of derivatives, in the industry of prediction markets, but mostly derivatives and options. And I'm not a trader myself, professional. I'm like a software engineer mostly, and this is all what I learned by myself and just doing the same right now, actually. And I'm not a mathematician as well, so like I'm not that good. I'm actually like very bad at the probabilistic theory. I can't even spell that right, but I want to learn. I want to learn more about the probabilistic theory, and yeah, let me read it. Prob Probability theory, right? Or yeah, probability theory. Sorry. And yes, this is what I want to learn as well by myself. I'm gonna be learning that behind the scenes, and I'm gonna be sharing that as well with you, what I've learned as usual. Also, I want to test a new cool stuff. Like as usual, I told you I'm fond of AI, and of course, whenever there's gonna be a new model, or coding model, or whatever we can use in our workflows, we will do that, and new agents as well, and so on. So yeah, let's go back to Polymarket. So basically, Polymarket is like a binary option. It whether gives you $1 or $0 per your position, and your positions may vary. You can hold multiple positions. Basically, let's just I don't know, pick a market and just look at it immediately. Mm, Something not controversial, so we don't get any useless visitors and spam here on my streams and videos. Let's yeah, how many gifts will Santa deliver in 2025? Like, this is crazy. I saw this one on Twitter, and wondering how are they gonna decide the result, but we will take a look at that as well. And let's see, sports. We have some live matches here. Okay, Champions League. Let's take a look at that. That's what I was exploring by myself before, so I think it will be easier for me as well. So I guess doesn't have any pending matches. Only does have matches that were played already. So I don't think it's good for us right now. Let's see. If you have any particular market that you would like me to explore as well, just let me know in the comments. You can always engage and offer stuff. Actually, I've got many valuable feedback from you guys for the last season, so I would really appreciate that. Oh yeah, look, UEFA League Champions League winner. This one is cool. Um, I'm gonna be cheering for the Real Madrid because my family and friends are doing that. So I'm not like a super big soccer fan myself. I like the parties, so we will do that. And unfortunately, it only has 9% chance of winning the championship. And yeah, let's take a look. So basically, here there are multiple markets, as you can see, and you can place a bet basically, or like purchase a position. I'm gonna be more talking in terms of like trading, so I'm gonna be using more, I guess, like we will see. But I assume I'm gonna be using more the term like a purchasing a position, because here you can bet or purchase a position for or against a particular team, which means that each like percentage chance of winning here is represented by the price of the yes position here. So it means that if you purchase now one position of Arsenal yes winning for 19 cents, then you can get up to one not up to, like you will get either zero or 0 cents or 100 cents, $1 for the position you hold. And if you will do the same with no, then you basically purchase no, like you bet against Arsenal, so that it means that anyone else could win, but not anyone but Arsenal will win, and you can purchase that for 82 cents, and you will get maximum $1. So if you can, oh, okay, here is the order book as well. We will take a look. We will discuss that later. You can see the graph, and the graph is here also available, the joint graph for the whole set of outcomes, or I don't know, like we will dive deep into the documentation later, and we will read all the terminology that's being used on Polymarket. I would like to stick to that. This will be easier for everyone. But yeah, for now, as we are just started, so I don't know, like if I'm using the correct terms or not. Just let's call it like this for now. All right, and so we have here different markets or different outcomes and combined, and here is the only one. So we can see that starting from the September, Arsenal had like 11% chance, and later it pumped more and more into 13, 14, 17, and 20%. Up to 19 for now. And what we can do here is we can use market order, but there are like interesting more opportunities. We will take a look at that later as well. So what you can do here, if you can purchase for $1 the Arsenal. That's no, yes, we are gonna purchase yes. We're gonna purchase yes for 19 cents, which will give us at the end $1 if Arsenal wins the championship. Then we are gonna get 5.26 out of our $1 bet, which is like 500x or 500%, 526%. So basically, you can see, right? We can just delete one. Divide one by the purchase price, and it's gonna be 526. So basically, this is what we are getting out of it. And if we buy the no position, meaning we are betting against the Arsenal, if we're gonna buy it for $1, then we are gonna get 122. And what you can do is you can buy these positions and you can sell these positions, which is like imagine you bought for $1 shares, like by like let's call it 0.2, right? We are gonna get like approximately 5 shares, 526. We're gonna get exactly 526 shares. So this is 1.1 divided by the price. We are getting the amount of shares that we can buy for this price. And this is why if Arsenal wins, we're gonna get 526, because each share that we hold will give us $1. So if we hold 5.26 shares, it means we are getting $5.26. There are a lot of confusing, like if you're gonna look at it as just a bettor and gambler, then it's gonna be much easier for you to understand the interface. But oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot of actually interesting stuff every day, and I mean working from the morning, and I'm starting the streams at the evening, and I just feel a little bit tired, even though like I'm so pumped and excited about everything, and especially the Polymarket that we started over here. As you can see, I cannot even like focus normally on what exactly should I cover right now and so on. So I'm just like very yeah, very excited right now. But sorry, I'm gonna be yawing from time to time, just because physically I cannot hold all my excitement. Unfortunately, not that young anymore. So yeah, basically here you can bet like yes, you can buy a yes share, right? And you will get like 526 shares, and then if you hold them, then you can go and sell your yes shares. This is really important to understand. Like if we were to buy like this, you can see that we are gonna get like slightly lower amount than than what we purchased it for, which is because of the order book, which we're gonna take a look and discuss later. As you can see here, we can buy for 19 cents because the lowest available ask is 19 cents, and but the highest available bid is 18 cents. So that's why we cannot like sell it for the same price we bought. But this is because we use the market order here. If we were gonna change to limit order, of course we can sell it for the any price we want. So we can um, type 19 cents and just place an order into the order book, but it's not guaranteed. The execution is not guaranteed. To be honest, one few things that I faced myself on Polymarket is that even market order execution is not guaranteed, and this is a problem because, like particularly during the matches, football matches, for example, you want to act fast, and it's like a huge problem because the market also moves a lot, and placing market orders that you cannot control and just trusting their execution engine, it just doesn't work. I lost some bugs to it, to these issues actually, just because it was not properly placing bets in time as it was expected. Actually, from time to time, I was seeing the confirmation screen. I thought like, okay, it was placed, and then I realized it was not, so I lost another box over there, and so on and so on. That's why I actually wanted to have the execution engine for myself, to be able to control this process, to make sure that I understand, okay, my order went through, it was filled, it was not, and so on and so on. So this is why we want our own trading engine at the end, for the Polymarket. So um, let's go back to the market for now. There are others, but I don't know what they mean, so we will take a look at that. I hope it is something like a complex order, and we can like place a complex multi-conditional orders. I hope, but I'm not sure like whether it is a case. And you know what, let me just quickly send assets here, or maybe I can just log in. This is my wallet. I think my username is already taken. No. Oh my god, I have to take it. But we are gonna use different one for this for the stream. By trading, you agree to the terms of use. You're not US person. Classics, not located in the US and not resident located in restricted jurisdiction. We're not. We will do email later. And let's enable trading. I don't know if we can. Yeah, I think we can just sign it. We will take a look what's under the hood and everything. I really wonder how they do all this. Deposit funds for now. So we are here. Okay, let's go back to our market. Okay, so we apparently deployed the proxy wallet. We are gonna figure out what's that. We enabled trading. No, we did not enable that. And we need to approve tokens USDC. Basically, let's do that. Meanwhile, I will send some tokens to this account so we can have something to trade with. And yep, let me scan this. Initially, I was afraid to send the USDC to the new wallet, but now I realize that they actually have this gasless transactions for USDC, so we will be able to just swap it for whatever we want. And I'm gonna have to purchase a couple of Polygon tokens to have to be able to cover the gas fees. Right. So let's go back. So yeah, so now we talked about buying and selling yes token and buying and selling no token. So what you need to understand is that these are basically mutually exclusive, but not 100% mutually exclusive, because it depends on the market. So let's see if there is a market with only two outcomes like this one. Then this market is basically yes or no, exactly the same, and they are mutually exclusive. And so if this one goes to 1, this one goes to 0. If this one goes to 1, this one goes to 0. It's always like this. And just because there are only two invariants, right? So we just either this one or this one. So if we will look at what's that 1 second, we'll look at this market, then this is not the case here, because here we place a bet on Arsenal, and here we place bet against Arsenal, which means any of yeah, well, in that case, yes, either this one or this one will get to 1 or 0, but it doesn't necessarily mean that these prices have to be like equal $1 at the yeah, maybe I'm just telling you something wrong. Yeah, I think it's wrong. I think they are always like mutually exclusive. Yes, that's true. That's true. And what I wanted to tell you about is different, actually, is how these particular outcomes are connected to the other outcomes. So basically, this yes means that all the others will be no, and this no means that one of these will be yes. And like, this is really important to understand of this exclusivity and connectivity of these outcomes, because this is actually one of the strategies that you can use to bet smart or like trade smart. Actually, I wouldn't call it betting. If you have like a mathematical or statistical, like also mathematical, um, I don't know, basis or like ground for your trade, I don't think it's betting. Betting is like when you do it like as you please, just by your heart and the wishes and so on and so on. But if you calculate it, you see the opportunities. I don't consider that betting. I consider that trading, and this is what I'm intended to do here. So meaning that you can see here, like, it looks like there is an arbitrage opportunity. I'm sure there is not, or it's very little, because like here, yes, costs 19 cents, and here no costs 82 cents, which means in total it gives 101 cents, which is like more by 1 cent than $1. So if you get this position and this position, you can actually okay, so this is not an arbitrage. It's actually, see if we can, yeah, if we were selling those, this will be an arbitrage, but as you can see, there is no opportunity here because 18 plus 81 gives us 99. So it means like we will receive 99 and we will have to pay 1, and here is we have to pay 101 in order to receive 100, which is like, yeah, that's why it's not possible to arbitrage this one. But there are like opportunities where these markets are not arbitraged well. I think there are more and more players now, and especially why I decided to go like live with this topic as well, just because it's being so popular now on the Twitter especially, and I think in the trader sphere, that they are that all these opportunities are now disappearing. Like, there were a lot of market inefficiencies, especially last summer, or like the summer before one, summer 2024. It was very inefficient market, and it was possible to arbitrage within the one market even, and it's still the case sometimes. Sometimes, like, I see more arbitrage opportunities between different markets that are not tightly connected, but are like only statistically connected to each other. For example, you could have one market about the winner of, or the outcome of this particular current match that is happening right now, and also you can have a market like this one, who is going to be the champion of the championship, and if this match is a final match basically, then the outcomes of both of these markets should mean the same, and this is where the fun starts. Actually, this is how you can find arbitrage opportunities, because it's two different markets and they usually are not like 100% priced correctly, and there you can step in. All right, so we trade positions for and against. What happens next? Next is what happens next is the settlement. Settlement is basically whether the market have to resolve into one particular state at the end, and this settlement is usually like, as far as I'm concerned now, before we dived into the documentation, so now everything I'm telling you is just from my head. So I'm sorry again if there are any uncertainties or like wrong information for now. I'm gonna correct that later, but yeah, the market is usually resolved by the party called UMA Oracles. This is a really nice project that initially started as a derivative project and then switched to fully being an oracle. Oracle is a system that reports the outcome, and every report has its own, like, I don't know, financial security, I would say, I would call it. Like there is a, it's very tricky question. I don't know whether it was handled now. We will read it from the documentation, but as far as I also see lately, that the UMA, as they call it, they their market cap, or like basically their financial security model, is not sufficient for the how much money is being betted or placed on these outcomes on the poly market, because I guess the the popularity of Polymarket was not expected like by anyone like this, but now it's happening everywhere and everyone uses it. Apparently it became one of the biggest betting platforms, and I think it will stay the same. Like there are others. There is one of the biggest one. I haven't actually ever used it. It's called Kalshi. The I think we are gonna cover that later. Maybe in this season. I don't know. It depends on where we will be headed next, and if we are gonna need to arbitrage between several markets. Of course, we are gonna dive into Kalshi as well. Like maybe it's gonna be a new season, so we just focus on that. And I think actually there are gonna be more arbitrage opportunities between different prediction markets, because this is like also like everyone arbitrages one market, like less people arbitrage cross market, and of course much less people arbitrage cross platform, and this is where a lot of inefficiencies should be as well. We will see maybe, like while I was sleeping on that idea, every opportunities was already taken. I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm just gonna deploy this practice this bot, and maybe switch to the spot or perpetual markets for the next seasons. We will see. But yeah, also regarding me, I had a quite big experience in DeFi and crypto and Web3. I would say huge, actually, to be honest. I was there building since 2018, and I've touched many things, and I have many experience in many platforms. But also recently, I did not update my knowledge much, so some of this stuff might be outdated, and I'm gonna have to refresh my knowledge on that some stuff. Some of the stuff might be actually pretty state of the art, so we will see. And yeah, so basically when the market is traded, right, we are holding some positions. You can like always get rid of that. You don't have to trade it until the end, but if you do want to trade until the end, then you can wait, and the market will be resolved by this oracle provider UMA, which will decide which outcome will receive the payout, and this payout will be made. So there is a time delay between there is a time. Okay, our money has arrived. We are gonna be using that. Let's make millions out of this. We'll see. And yeah, so basically when the football match finishes, there is like some time gap between when the market gets resolved, and usually in these gaps there is also time premium on the market, which is like really cool opportunity. We can look at that. Like for example, here you can see like couple of the teams are 100% not gonna, like, or 99.9% are not gonna get out, so you can buy no for 99.9 and basically earn 1 cent. Uh, the Wait, yes, we need to see that. Okay, for no's, you can see now people who voted for this outcome, they already won basically. Yeah, statistically, it's like 99.9% chance they already won. So they want to get out of the market right now, and they don't want to wait for the end. They don't want to wait for the market resolving, which will happen God knows when. I don't know when is the final of this. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be 30th of May. So like there is a time premium now. you can get like 1 cent for all this period, which is like quite big. Actually, there are much better um, deals on the market, on the prediction market, that you can get with the time premiums. Like for example, is a football match just finished now, then usually people don't want to wait like 2 or 3 hours to cash out. They just want to sell their position on the market immediately, and this is where you can step in. You can just get it, and you earn 1 cent basically per hour, and this is like a 1% per hour, which is a pretty cool APR. So if you can do that, why not? So this is also what I want to be doing. Like we want to explore, I want to explore this opportunity if we can make any money on purchasing the time or like selling the time premiums basically. Yeah, so what I started saying yesterday actually is that I think like what I understood so far, that the prediction markets is basically the same as option markets. Probably option market is just like yeah, because this is like a binary option basically, where the price defines the chance of the or the probability of the outcome, and also on the options you have like parameters, some parameters like strike price, and then the price of the option basically defines the probability of the asset going to this price, or over this price or under this price. And I think it's the same technique, so probably there is like also some interchangeable strategies that could be used um, between those markets. We will see. Yeah, so let me think now. I'll drink water, and in a couple of seconds I'll think if we covered all the basics here and we can go to the documentation or not. As you can see, some markets were resolved already, like the Nice. I think they just dropped out of the competition completely. That's why it was possible to resolve that already. Yeah, so this one is just AI generated overview on the market, I guess. Oh yeah, so see, we have the rules which define basically how how UMA should resolve this market, and according to what. And this is why I'm wondering like what's gonna happen here on the Santa, but we will see. So this is a Polymarket on whether the listed team will win the UEFA Champions League. Market will resolve to yes if the listed team is officially crowned the winner of the UEFA Champions League. Otherwise, it will resolve to no. If at any point it becomes impossible for the listed team to win the tournament, they are mathematically eliminated, and the market will resolve to no, which is what happened to these teams. So I guess these teams just cannot get into the championship anymore and the finals, I guess, and that's why they were already resolved to no. People already earned their money. So as you can see here, this Bodo Glimt, you can't get any like there is no market basically for sell for no shares. There are everyone who wants to buy it for, of course this is like a huge opportunity orders, like they want to buy 100%, almost 100% outcome for the 10%. And here is everyone who is wishing to also like get this as soon as possible and earn on the time premium, which is not available. I guess this is what's happening. The closer you get to the resolution, the market just disappears. Probably everyone who was holding that and wanted to get out, they got out already, and there is like basically just no asks on the market, so you cannot get out. And as you can see here, there are a lot of opportunity orders as well. Many people who purchased, yes, they want to get rid of their position for something. Like there is like, of course, an opportunity order to get rid of this position and get like almost $1 for it. But this is just, and actually there is a lot of volumes in here. We will see, we will explore. Maybe there are some strategies that that actually make sense for that. I know like if the market is like crashing, like there is a huge volume on the market, it usually could take like these opportunity orders with it, you know, and it's all like free to drop them. So if it doesn't lock capital especially, then it totally makes sense to, oh, this one doesn't matter actually, because you already hold a position which you are not gonna win anyway, right? So that's the point. I'm just wondering why there is only, okay, it's a volume, it's not a, we will see, we will see, we will get into that. I don't understand why the 4 million volume here allows you to sell like 11 million shares. But yeah, there is someone who wants to get out for at least like 10 cents, you know, but it's also it's actually, okay, it's actually 0.1 cent, so I didn't get it correctly at the beginning. Okay, so here it's not 1%, it's actually 0.1% per trade. Okay, this changes the game a little bit, like by 10 10x, but still I think it's interesting. Imagine we do this in an hour, and then we have 24 hours per days, and then we have 30 days, and then we have 12 months, like 86%. Pretty good for the year of full year of constant, almost risk-free tradings. I think 86% is quite good, but probably we can get more out of that as well. All right. So this is the rules, how the market should resolve. And there is also additional rule. If the UEFA Champions League is cancelled or not completed by October 1, 2026, this market will resolve to other. So there is also an option called other, or not, or maybe we need to read in the documentation about that. I think it's some other case, maybe people can get their money back or something like this, I don't know. The primary resolution source will be official information from Championship League website. Consensus of credible reporting may also be used. And this is the resolver, basically address of what? We're gonna find out. Some kind of adapter of UMA. Because what they have on the other end is that let me switch that to, or dark. Yeah, dark is better. There is a voting behind this, so I guess someone will vote and they will just push it through this adapter. We will see. We will get into the UMA internals as well, I guess, for now, for that, just to make sure that we're gonna pay it out. You know, we need to understand how the payout works. And you can also come and propose resolution here. So you just go through the UMA page. Will bother glimpse. Okay. This is like, because we clicked on that. Not that good UI, I guess. But let's like click on Real Madrid. And we will go to propose. Yeah. So we can propose that Real Madrid will win. We will put a 750 bond. And we will get rewarded 5 if we are correct, and if we are wrong, I guess they were gonna just take our money. In the event of a dispute, the correct party will receive some portion of the loser's bond. So yeah, this is part of the UMA, how it works, and this is basically a game theoretical approach, and it's called an optimistic voting as well. So optimistic oracle. So it means that anyone who proposes an answer or like the result for the market automatically gets accepted with a timeout unless someone challenges that. So there is a challenging period which is not specified here. I don't know why, but yeah, So this market was created way long time ago. Yeah, so basically if no one challenges you, then your resolution gets accepted, and this is like the system basically to motivate everyone to answer correctly. And I guess the challenging is happening through some kind of voting. So like it's optimistically taking your first response, and if someone does not trust you or want or like does not agree with you, you can challenge that, and then we'll go to voting. Okay. Yeah, so we will get to the resolution later maybe, because like this is actually not important for the trading. We just need to make sure that we trust this resolver, and we are gonna be using the markets. I don't know if it's possible, we will read that from the docs. I don't know if it's possible to use any other resolver, but we are gonna trust the official ones, of course. This is an assumption that we have to take, and this is basically what we have to consider during our trading. This is a risk for us as well. So enough with the football. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Santa. I saw this voting, and there is like almost a winning competition here. I don't know what is it. I'm sorry. I don't know what is it based on. Let's read the rules. This market will resolve to the total number of gift deliveries by Santa for Christmas 2025, as reported by NORAD Santa Tracker website. Okay, so there is some Santa Tracker website that I'm not aware of. Well, this is like very easily manipulatable. And actually, the problem with these markets is that a lot of them, they just bet on the outcomes that could be manipulated, you know, like, I don't know. Thailand and Cambodia ceasefire. They can easily do that whenever they want, right? And they can just earn money on this. I mean, this is also um, one of the controversial thing about these markets, that now people are betting on the live on the stuff that's happening live, and it wasn't possible that openly and that wide before, and now you can do it like for anything, even for these horrible things like, I don't know, war and God knows what else. And yeah, this is also controversial. So of course, for the markets that could be easily manipulated, like this Santa, the only way to trade those is just to use the mathematics basically and statistics. I don't know what's that website. I actually have two of my cats today here. That one, second one. They're gonna fight now. And okay. So enough with this. I think we've covered most of it, and of course, what we are gonna do first is read the documentation, like read the fucking manual, good old approach, and it will uncover a lot of questions that I've had. We have the builder section here, we have the APIs. pay your own gas. Probably this is what we're gonna be using. Okay, let's go to the docs. Documentation. Terms of use. There. I think it's just basic. Yeah, we will feed that to AI later just to make sure we're not gonna be breaking any rules, you know, but I don't think so. This is supposedly a decentralized platform, so it should be like max as permissionless as possible. And also it's funny that they just okay, so the dollar sign is still here, but they use here like cent sign. Okay, so I'm gonna be reading through that quickly. Something I will read out loud, something to just follow that. You can always open the page and read it by yourself as well. Yeah, so the pair of yes and no is always fully collateralized by $1, which goes either to yes or no at the end after the resolution. Pairs are created when opposing sides come to an agreement on odds. So basically there is a primary market and secondary market for the positions. And this is interesting because we are gonna have to understand how it works. Shares representing the correct final outcome are paid out $1 each upon market risk. Unlike sportbooks, you are not betting against the house. Counterparty to each trade is another Polymarket user. As such, shares can be sold before the event outcome is known. There is no house to ban you for winning too much. Yeah, this is what I've heard from many people. The biggest pro where basically on the Polymarket against any other prediction markets. I mean like betting platforms, because they just bet users who win. That's what I've heard. Never use them, but yeah, this is what some players were telling me, that the way they were just getting banned all the time. Okay, I've read the basics, so basically this is what we've discussed everything already. Okay, this is a user guide. But I guess we have to get through that first because we need to understand it, how it works from the user perspective first, and then we will go to the developers documentation. Because like here it says like how to deposit, and this is like, oh okay, it's just for users how to buy USDC and so on. But I really wonder like what is the deposit address by itself, whether it's like a multi-signature safe deployed somewhere, or is it like their centralized backend or something like this. So this is a really interesting part. Older video got deleted from YouTube apparently. Okay, how are markets created? This is okay. Users cannot create own markets. Encouraged to suggest ideas. Polymarket considers the following factors. None of them. You cannot create your market, and you cannot even suggest. All right. How the prices cut. Price probabilities displayed on the Polymarket are midpoint of the bid-ask spread in the order book. Okay. Initial price. This is interesting. When the market is created, there are initially 0 shares and no predefined prices. That's good. So basically, first prices are just defined by the markets, by the players. Okay, so it's always resolved by UMA, which is good. It means we can, with the assumption of the UMA risk, we can trust it more or less. It's better than any no-name resolution systems, right? But we need to check that all the time, of course. You cannot just blindly trust it. Anything can happen, especially in Web3. You need to check everything by yourself. DeFi, trust but verify, you know, or don't trust, verify. Okay, so let's see. When the result of a market becomes clear, the market can be resolved or permanently finalized. Markets are resolved according to the market's predefined rules, can be found under market's order book. When the market is resolved, first winning shares receive $1 per share. This is no. So a market outcome must be proposed, which involves putting up a bond. Know that already. The proposal is validated as accurate. Yeah. If you propose a market too early, you are unsuccessful in your proposal, you will lose all of your 750 bond. So it's not part, as the UMA says, it's actually all. You can always go and dispute that. Yeah, okay, here is a clarification that the market is always resolved according to rules. So this is what we need to pay attention to. If you're gonna be, or we are gonna be building the AI based bots, I think this will be also crucial part, because AI will need to read that and figure out like whether the markets are like connected in terms of probability and so on. Okay, so sometimes they can issue additional context. This is a not good thing, because this changes assumptions, and we need to consider that. This is not good just because it's not like as deterministic as I thought. So we just need to also like monitor this. And okay, the disputes during the 2-hour challenge period. So this is the challenge period, is basically what I was talking about. If the football match is ended, it doesn't mean that you can immediately withdraw your money. There is someone will go ahead and immediately propose the outcome, that's for sure. The system is well tuned with the incentives, so it will be happening 100%, like 99.9 of course. And everyone will have to wait for 2 hours challenge period, unless the proposed resolution becomes the final. And this is where you can actually earn this additional time premium. So it's not gonna be cent per hour, but cent per 2 hours, which is like also good, I think, in my opinion. Okay, now let's see. Let's go to the trading section. Looks like these docs heavily rely on the videos that were all blocked. Okay. Limit orders are open orders. Pending trades that only execute when the market trade at your desired price. For example, if the highest you are willing to pay for a share of Trump, yes, and is 72%, but the current market price is 73. You could create a limit order at 72 and wait until someone's willing to sell yes shares at your desired price. Not necessary for the entire order to execute. Once limit orders can partially fill, this is cool, as individual traders will fill parts of your orders. Okay. Managing limit orders. When you have an open order, you will find it displayed just below the order book on the market page. Let's try this immediately. Why not? Let's deposit like, I don't know, $5. So it will take also additional 4 basis points. Actually 40 basis points. Like 0.4%. Whatever. So this is some address that we are gonna be sending to. This is like a deposit address. Looks like everyone uses that. Yes, you can see many deposits coming through it. And how does it work? I wonder. Ah, okay, so we're gonna be paying, or we cannot. Ah, we cannot pay. It was just misleading UI. I thought they implemented meta transactions here. Use USD from my gas account to pay. Gas account is not enough. Okay, first pop up our gas account or something like this. I haven't tried it yet, but we can. How does it work? Oh, gas account here. Or probably, you know what, let's just exchange that and pay for transactions ourselves. I don't know, like it's gonna be depositing on the bank L2, which is like they're gonna be paying for our transactions, and once we will build our bots, we will have to pay for our transactions ourselves anyway. We're not gonna rely on any relayer. So let's not do that. Let's go to the website and swap. Can we do that here without gas token? Can we do that without the gas? How much I wanted to. Let's just swap one, I think. Gas balance is not enough. Okay. Get gas balance, need a gas balance. Usual situation since the decades, I would say. I remember that to unzip zip archive, you had to download an app for your phone, which was in the zip archive as well. Okay, there are options. We will go to 1inch.com, I think. Changed it recently. And I think they have to support this. Okay, what we want to swap is okay, it already sold our token here. One USDC to. I really don't like their selector of tokens. Once they introduce the. Where is the Polygon token? Why it's not? After the multi-chain, it just became a disaster. So this one allows us to do that. We will lose like 0.32%, which is okay, I think. We are signing the terms that we are not Americans. We are not American. You are American. You cannot go there though. Any signatures? I trust 1inch, but you shouldn't do that everywhere, of course. Like what we did is we signed the permission to spend our tokens, the permit, and or allowance, or approve, whatever you call it, and then we signed the order, the limit order on 1inch Fusion network, which settled our trade on our behalf. You can see here now our 1 USDC was taken from us. It was exchanged. It was exchanged somehow by someone, and we received at the same address we received 0.36 Polygon tokens. So now our account holds the Polygon token as well, and we can pay for gas. Go back to deposit here and Yeah, I'm not gonna be betting on this. Let's bet on championship just to check how it works. Let's deposit. Continue. I'm gonna deposit $5. I don't know what's the limit for the limit orders, but they just recently introduced the limit of $1 to the market orders. They even take commission on the deposits. I bet they make a lot of money on that. Okay, so it was done. Let's see our first transaction. It's just a transfer to this deposit relay solver. This deposit wallet, which gets all the deposits. This is crucial. Like we already start actually with understanding of how the internals of it works, and I'm not just doing it to show you how to deposit. I'm just actually doing it to learn how the deposit process looks like. And you can see here that it's just a simple token transfer to this contract, which I think somehow just listens to the events, because I don't think there is any let's open Tenderly. Tenderly is a really cool tool to explore transactions and to simulate them as well. So you can just type any transaction here and you will see you can open it in dev mode. You can see like the overview here that our address sent this amount to the, and this address received this amount, and we can like dive deeper and see what happened under the hood. I'm just wondering whether there was some hook involved or they're just listening to the events. As far as I know, there are no hooks on USDC token, but let's just check one more time. As I told you, there was a time gap between I was in all that, and I have to now keep up and keep up with the knowledge. Let me read some comments. Someone offers me save on food and I ban him. Okay. So this is a simple deposit, and I guess they somehow, I don't know how yet, but we will definitely figure this out. Listen to the blockchain events, USDC events, especially the deposits to this address, transfers to this address, and they are look at the outcoming transfers are also here. I think it's yeah, it's some kind of relay that holds all that. I wonder why it only holds 1.2 million if the all volumes are much higher. Probably they are getting locked somewhere. We will figure this out later. Oh, this F5 looks like a smart contract. Proxy, I guess. So it receives something and sends it further immediately. Check it. This one also receives something and sends further. Okay, we will track the money at the end eventually, but let's proceed probably with placing a bet. This is what we wanted to do. We have deposit confirmed now, and we see our portfolio in cash here. So let's just see how it works. Let's start with the limit orders because we can cancel them. So right now, markets that's at 9% chance of Real Madrid winning the championship, and I'm gonna place a yes bet at 7, so we can buy it cheaper, you know, or let's just play it at 7. So 1 share is possible at 9 cent, which is like we only spent 9 cents basically for this trade. If we were about to open the same order 0.09 here on the market order, I think it wouldn't allow us. Okay, we need to accept the permissions, the terms and conditions. Yeah, market buys must be greater than $1. Let's see what's with the limit order. So can we place that? We just buy 1 share for 9 cents. Oh wait, we don't want to buy for 9, right? Otherwise we will just get matched immediately. Let's try and get it for 6 cents. And we can set the expiration for the order. Yeah, let's put it end of the day. Minimum 5 shares for limit orders. Okay. Meaning, what if I was about to buy like for 99 cents 1 share? Still will have an issue with that? Yes, okay. I got it. So it's like it could be up to $5 minimum. Then got a lot of spam on tick. Let me ban it. Okay, I think we banned everything. Okay, so let's just put 5 shares at 6 cents. Basically, we're betting 30 cents. Now we are signing type data, which means we are not gonna be transacting ourselves. We will dive deeper into all of these parameters later. This is very important. I mean, probably SDK covers all that already, but I like to get deep to understand everything under the hood. Why I will be doing that. Okay, now we have one open order placed. Sit here, and it sits here at 6 cents. We are now part of this bunch shares, and we can wait until it will get matched, but I don't think that it will anyhow like move quickly. I think it usually moves during the day of the matches, and also probably when some I don't know, some player gets hurt at the party or something. Let's see the activity. There are many trades happening. Okay, so this is just a trade, not it's not an order history. So you see our order is here, and we can't do anything with it. We can get this one because it's like for 9 cents available, but then we will have to, when we are selling it, we will have to sell it for 8 and we will lose 1 cent. But we can do this for the sake of the testing and to show you how it works. Or we can also look at another market, which is no market. 9, 8. Yeah. So let's get one at 9. And it offers us to get all the amount. Crazy UX. Why? Okay, just 5, please. We're gonna spend 45 cents now. And we're gonna get matched immediately. And by the way, I did not see how we canceled the order. Like, I did not notice properly. Let's just do it one more time again. We're placing a buy order. We're signing this type data. And then we can just cancel it. Okay, so we are not signing anything or sending any transaction for cancellation. I think it's because we don't have our order settled on chain yet. And we kind of have to trust their backend for this. Which is okay, but totally not decentralized. And like, you know, they can still go ahead and now settle my order because it wasn't it wasn't invalidated properly. Let's go now and buy 5 for the market price, but with limit order, without market order, because with market order we will have to bet $1. Here we are betting 0.45, which is already okay. What's this? I don't understand this. Market buys must be greater than $1. Okay, so if we are basically taking the orders from the market, have to be greater than $1. Got all right. Let's do that. How much we need? Like 10, 12, I guess. 11, 12, 9 cents. 108. Okay, let's buy it. We are gonna lose 12 cents straight immediately, but for the sake of tests, I have to do placed the buy order, and it was immediately filled. No notification or whatever happening here. We have a position. We can sell it. We can sell it for 96 right now, and this is like a market order which immediately sells on the best available bid, 8. So we are gonna sell our how many shares we have? 12 shares by 8 cents is 96. Let's cash out. We are sending another limit order basically, which is just automatically gets matched. Interesting. I thought there are gonna be 2 different kind of orders. Like, we will dive deeper into this, of course, when we will be going through the documentation, technical documentation, and but now it looks like market order and limit order actually doesn't they're not differ from each other, and basically just their backend decides what's a market order, and if you're trying to set a price that's above the asks or equal the asks, then it considers it a market order and immediately like sets a new limitation. Okay, so we tested that. We tested the market order. We tested the limit order. Let's go ahead and read about them further. Interesting. Specifically for sports markets, any outstanding limit order are automatically cancelled once the game begins, clearing the entire order book at the official start time. Be aware game start times can shift, so it's important to always monitor your orders closely in case they are not cleared. Additionally, sport markets includes a 3-second delay on the placement of marketable orders. Crazy. Crazy. I saw some arbitrage strategies that involve the time premium, basically, yeah, for the events occurring, and but it was like, I think, much more than 3 seconds, so probably 3-second delay is okay. Also, it's a sport only, so we might even know, like, we might not always face that. I hope their market have this like sport boolean variable canceling. When you have an open order, you'll find it displayed. Cancel order, you can click the red X button. If you have open orders across multiple markets, you can easily manage and monitor them all. If some of this still isn't making sense, feel free to reach out to Discord. Okay. What about if my order was partially filled? That's interesting because it was already... okay. They have their backend executing orders, so it doesn't matter. That's why it's... Okay. Okay, market orders are clear. Holding rewards. What are we doing? To keep long-term pricing accurate, we are paying 4% annualized holding rewards based on your total position value in a certain Polymarkets. Yeah, this is what I saw here actually. There is a sign. Maybe we can... Maybe we can filter those. Let's see, maybe we can find it. Yeah, like Democratic presidential nominee in 2082. There is a 4% return. To keep long-term pricing accurate, we are paying a 4% reward on your total position on this market. Position, so it's not a order, but it's a position you already have taken. So basically, this is like equals to the base rate of US treasuries and also USDC on different exchanges, more or less. And for you, in order like to be able to place bets now and do not be afraid that you're gonna lose your money value over time, because like instead of placing your bet for 4 years on, or how many years left, 3, okay, sorry, or maybe 2, 3 and something, 3, and they offer you interest rate basically. Interesting. Where is it coming from? Let's read that. So you can just safely bet and still get interest on top, and this interest, I think, is like reinvested into your position, I guess. Let's see. So we just set to 4% fixed. Interesting if they are reinvesting your money somehow, and that's why I couldn't find them quickly, or maybe I was just looking somewhere else. So most of these markets are having just their resolution date long in the future, far in the future. So that's why they are paying you on top. You have like incentive to place these bets against putting your money into the other investment products. We also have liquidity rewards program. That's interesting. So it's basically an incentive program for the market makers, I guess. So you see, Will Trump say bought 5+ times at National Defense Authorization Act. So basically, he can just say whatever he wants and make money on this. I bet he's making a lot of money on the Polymarket Act. Just wiping out the markets. So you like the holding rewards basically rewards when you already have the position and it's paid out like hourly. I don't understand yet whether it's paid out like onto your account as USDC or whether your position grows with that. But the liquidity rewards are, unlike the holding rewards, are for the limit orders, which incentivize market makers basically to just keep the order book in liquid. And the closer your orders are to the market's average price, the more you earn. The reward amount depends on how helpful your orders are in terms of size and pricing compared to others. The more competitive your limit orders, the more you can make. So we can also work on some kind of market maker, basic market maker that will earn rewards here. We can see if it's profitable, what are our mistakes, and so on. This is cool. Let's just put here some, I don't know, some ideas. Beginning. Market maker that earns liquidity. This is interesting. Now we are starting to get some insights already. I like it. You get paid daily based on how much your order adds to the market, and can use your reward page to check your current earning of the day for the day, which markets have rewards in place as well. How much minimum reward amount is $1. On below this will not be paid. Simply put, the more you help the market by placing good orders, the more rewards you earn. Seeing rewards in order. This. Okay. Doing rewards, total rewards, max spread, and minimum shares required to earn rewards vary by market, and you can view reward for given market in its order book. On the Polymarket order book, you can hover on the reward text so you can see it here. The blue lines here are basically showing the spread. In the example below, the max spread is 3 cents. Every order within 3 cents of the midpoint is eligible for rewards. So basically spread is plus minus 3 cents, which is why it's like getting from 9 to 11, or like from 8 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, and also 9 plus minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. When your orders are earning rewards, you will see a blue highlight around the clock icon. We will be getting all this information from the APIs. Okay, so there is a separate rewards documentation. I guess it covers the info. Total trading fees. Polymarket does not charge any type of fee. There are no fees to deposit or withdraw USDC, although intermediaries such as Coinbase won't pay charge. We pay the fee when we deposited, didn't we? That's not true. By design, Polymarket order book doesn't have trading size limits. It matches willing buyers and sellers any amount. However, there is no guarantee that it will be possible to transact a desired amount of shares without impacting the price significantly, or all if there are no willing counterparties. Before trading in any market, especially in large size, it's valuable to look at the order book, understand the test of liquidity. Okay, this is basics. Using the order book. Understanding order book will help you become an advanced trader. Making a first trade. Okay. Okay. Geographic restrictions. Not on the list. Okay. Interesting. Our neighbors cannot trade. Germany. Poland. So these countries can wind down their positions but cannot open. Okay. I don't remember when Polygon became layer 2 Ethereum. Yeah, I don't think it's a layer 2. Completely misleading. Okay, so we've got through all the user guide. Now the most juicy and interesting part for developers. Wait, didn't we? Let's go through all these quickly. Make sure. Okay, so you can basically export your keys to your second second account, I guess. Like we will see that in. But I think yeah, it's some kind of multi-sig. To ensure this Polymarket uses non-custodial wallets, meaning we never take possession of your key. This approach gives us full control over your assets. I didn't see that it immediately was sent to my wallet, to be honest, so I doubt that this is true. Your keys, your funds. Okay, we will see that. I will eventually find where is my wallet located and whether it holds the money that I would just send there. I don't think so. I don't think so. Or maybe when they settle a trade on chain. Let's see what happened with our address during our last trades to make sure, you know. Yeah, but I thought we just sent our money and we have never seen it. We did not receive any position or whatever, and also it just went to the pool. And I doubt that it was anyhow handled in decentralized way. Okay. There was a page on the rewards. Okay, so it's in the developer section. All right. We'll get to that the next stream. So, guys, I think we can wrap up for today. I'm really tired, to be honest, and we just walked through all the user documentation. We deposited money, we made a trade, and we figured out how everything works on Polymarket. Learn the basics from the user's perspective, and next time we are gonna do that from the developer perspective as well. Probably even write some code. We will see how long will documentation takes us, but this is my approach, how I usually do things. I usually read the documentation first, like to, you know, fully have a full picture of how the system works in my head, to understand all the risks involved and everything. And yeah, we will continue on the development side next stream. This one took us 2 hours. Easy. I thought we were gonna do it faster as usually, but yeah, my estimation tool is always broken. Time estimation tool and time sense time sense tool. Yeah, so thank you again for being here today. We just started a second season streams, and next stream, actually, yeah, this is important. Next week we have a Christmas already, and I think I'm gonna be streaming on Monday. You know what? What's important for you all is to sign, like, find this repo. You have like links everywhere available, or if you don't, just go ahead on this link ter.ee/ali-run, and you can find all the links in there. And what you need to do is go and subscribe to Telegram channel, and I will be posting my announcement there. Eventually, I'll start posting everywhere, especially like Twitter or X right now. But right now, yeah, I'm only posting to the Telegram channel. And I will post the schedule there. More likely, I'm gonna go live on Monday, and same time, 6 p.m. Central European time, and Wednesday is Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve, probably I'm gonna skip that. We will see. Maybe I'll move that to Tuesday. I haven't decided that yet. I just realized it, to be honest, today, and there is like a lot going on, so it wasn't easy to plan everything. And there is one on Friday 26. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna handle this as well. Maybe we'll move that to Saturday or something. So since next week is a Christmas, I'll try to also make a Christmas theme here on the stream, basically, on all the decorations that you see around it. And yeah, and so stay updated, stay posted, put follows, put the notification signs. You will be immediately always notified when I'm live. And good start for the new season. um let's see each other in the next episode. And thank you all again. Gonna leave now. Rest. Thank you again. Bye bye.